A lot of gravel over here. Yeah, today, this is an update. I finally got my GoPro, and it came in way late, but while I was waiting on it, I bought me a second GoPro, and today I'm going to be shooting with both cameras and testing them out. I don't know if this is going to work out or not. Yeah, a lot of construction going on today. I did a midweek update the other day, but I had the audio settings on my helmet cam totally wrong, and so that didn't work out. It was footage I just had to delete because I couldn't correct it. It probably could be corrected, but I couldn't correct it. So now this is the end of the week update. Have no plans for this weekend, just my helmet there, but right now I'm trying to learn how to use the video software, DaVinci Resolve, and I'm trying to learn how to do multi-cam. And a lot of people say, well, what's that got to do with motorcycling? It doesn't. It really has to do with vlogging. And that's what I do, you know. I have a video log, or a blog, as in a blog. And it just happens sometimes I do it on the back of a motorcycle. So we're going to be testing out software, cameras, and technique. Now, this is type of stuff I should have learned a long time ago. I took when I first got out of the Army, I took a broadcasting class, and it had a little bit of video, but we were using equipment where we couldn't even edit our videos, you know. We did stuff in front of videos and everything. We had a video recorder, but we didn't have the, you know, no type of equipment, no board or anything where we could edit it or anything like that. The class was mostly aimed at you know, it was the first year in college after I got out. I went to a vocational school, was part of my college degree, and there's a broadcasting class there, and just to give us an exposure of using a camera and such, they had a single camera and a single recorder, and but we had no classes on editing or anything like that. We did have class on editing magnetic tape, you know, for radio use, and that was where you spliced and taped stuff together the old-fashioned way. We did that making commercials and trying to learn how to do commercials and things like that. But the class was basically the classes that first year was basically exposes to the radio world, not really the television world. The second year was mostly just regular college classes, so I wound up getting an associate degree in broadcasting from now a defunct college called Beckley College. And later on, about 3 years later, I went and got my bachelor's degree in journalism, but I concentrated on print journalism and photojournalism and didn't do anything with the, you know, in the broadcasting realm. So I never got that experience that I wanted, you know, in filmmaking or video making and editing. whatever, you know. And you know, fast forward all these years later, in fact it's 40 years later, you know, I'm trying to learn how to do video logs, and I'm doing it by the seat of my pants and on a fixed income. And so I'm being self-taught in what I can watch on videos on YouTube, how to do stuff. And anyways, this is an old dog trying to learn new tricks, trying to learn things I should have learned many years ago. Maybe I should have, instead of getting a print journalism degree, which I really wind up never really using, I should have got a degree in broadcast journalism. And since I already had a little bit of background in radio broadcasting, but I might have been able to concentrating on filmmaking, being a cameraman. But you know, que sera, sera, whatever will be, and that just didn't happen. And anyways, we're out on the old Harley Davidson here. I got a survey from Harley Davidson in the mail, my email that is, and they were asking questions about riding, and they asked if we ever consider getting rid of my motorcycle, and I put down there yes, you know. And it was really weird, you know, because I wrote down, and it asked why, and I said because I'm thinking about getting a different motorcycle, and not a Harley Davidson, but a Royal Enfield little 350 Classic. And no one didn't know what I thought. Was it an emotional thing, this and that and everything? It was kind of funny, but I put on there because of my age and everything, and I don't think I'll be taking any long trips anymore, you know, like going up to Sturgis and stuff. And Mr. Gear, what do you know? Like I did, what was it? Oh, it'll be 3 years now, won't it? Back in 2019, where I took a motorcycle trip, you know, to Cleveland and Milwaukee, and then up to Sturgis and back. And I, you know, to be truthful, I don't see myself taking a real long trip again like that by myself. If I do it again, it's going to have to be with another person. You know, not a person, not just a person behind me, but another person on another bike. And because as I get older, I'm not as stable as I used to be. But most likely, all the riding I'm going to be doing is going to be within the state here, you know, around town, between the different towns. Not too many overnight trips and such. And but you know, never say never. But to have another bike, or a different bike than what I'm on right now, would be pretty cool. You know, I'd ask him, did I ever consider a trike? And I put, yeah, I consider it. And then ask, what reason would you not get a trike? And it had the thing about the cost, the expense. I cannot afford a vehicle that, you know, starts off at $30,000 or more, you know. And I just can't afford that. Of course, if I had the money, you know, who knows what'll happen. But if I could get the money to get me another sidecar, which I sold two within the last 3 or 4 years, and to put on this particular bike, I would do that. Or to buy a motorcycle sidecar rig already, I would consider doing that. But I'm thinking about just running around town and things of that sort. A nice little classic 350 would probably be perfect. It's got a nice look, the classic look, the thumper sound, and even though it was a small bike, I wouldn't feel, you know, embarrassed to ride such a small bike because it's so classic looking, you know. And this embarrassment of what you ride is a bunch of malarkey anyways. But giving up motorcycling altogether, not ready to do that yet. Will I ever make a long trip? I don't know. Never know. Never say never. And I really love motorcycling. And today I'm just taking a trip around Pinnacle Mountain. We just passed Pinnacle Mountain Park back there. Pinnacle Mountain's over to my right. And up here in a little bit, there's going to be the road that goes right, goes on the other side of Pinnacle Mountain. And there's is that a black helicopter? Helicopter going out that way. I don't know if I picked that up on camera or not. But yeah, it's kind of warm. It's supposed to get real humid today. And it's not noon yet. I'm out riding, but I didn't know they had a. Yeah, I did. Pinnacle Mountain Visitor Center. Oh, I know where that. That's up in the park that goes down on the river, I believe. Overlooks the river. It's a really neat place to go. Maybe I should ride up there and check that out. I don't know. Yeah, we're on a road that's state parks on both sides of us here. It's a nice, beautiful little ride. It's a short ride to take. And there's the trails that go up the mountain. And there's trails on the other side that go up the mountain. And let's see, we got a railroad that comes through here. Gotta look. I don't know what their schedule is. They don't come often, but they do come. Nice to have this little ride through town, that within the city limits. I guess we're still in the city limits of Little Rock, but this state park is really nice over here. The mountains behind me, might be able to see it over my shoulder about right now. I'm not sure. And we got a lot of different educational trails around here. A lot of times you can see deer back here. It's not uncommon. Deer have gotten so populated it's almost like having rats in some states. Here's where the Pinnacle Mountain State Park Visitor Center is, up here on this hill. Not even close to Pinnacle Mountain, really. Let's ride up this road. And there's someone getting ready to go bicycling. Have the bicycle trail here. Huh. And up the hill, they consider this a bicycle lane. We need some dedicated bicycle roads. Now I have a bicycle, a couple of bicycles. My electric bicycle, I don't get it out and ride it enough because I really need to, because I need to lose some weight. But you know, when did they build that parking lot? That's new. Let me check that out. I don't remember seeing this. Let's see what's over here. When did it? It's been a while since I've been up this way. And what do they got there? Middle Mountain Trailhead. That's cool. That's cool. Really cool. And there's a hiker right there. Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know that was there. And down here's the boat launch down this way. Let's go down here and check this out. I don't know if I can make it, my bicycle will make it to here and back to the house on one charge or not. It'd be kind of neat if it did. I need to get a bike rack for my SUV. There's a lot of trails up through here. And this goes down below the visitor center. The visitor center is up on the hill over here, and it overlooks the Arkansas River. And oh wow, and this river down here. This is pretty cool. They've built stuff down here that wasn't here the last time I was down this way. It used to be just a boat launch. And see a gentleman fishing over there. And wow, boat ramp. You can rent canoes and stuff. That's pretty neat, huh? Yeah, let's go up to where's the visitor center. I got a playground for the kids. It's pretty cool. Well, like I said, I'm doing a multi-cam experimentation. This is a training session. Welcome to the classroom. Well, I'm not teaching. I'm a learning. So this is not a how-to video. It's what I did video. Remember that. And let's see how things will turn out. Anyways, and oh, that's a nice neat rock over there. Couldn't see it. Let's go up to the visitor center. Yeah. Okay. On up the hill. You know, the thing about Arkansas, they call it the natural state, and it is a very good state to live in if you're into hiking and boating and fishing and hunting and motorcycling and bicycling. It is a pretty nice place to live. It's you know, the weather never gets real nasty. It does get hot though. Not that we don't ever have any snow or ice. We do sometimes. But it gets very, very hot up here. I mean, down here. Well, it depends where you're listening to this. And this is the visitor center. Pinnacle Mountain State Park Visitor Center. Need to go in there and look around. Old quarry over there. Well, they got boats on it nowadays. It's been a while since I've been up here. There's a lookout up there. And well, they got picnic tables and stuff down there. And Pinnacle Mountain State Park Visitor Center. Anyways, maybe we ought to go inside and check it out. I have to take all my camera gear off and stuff though. I want to do this experiment, and we'll come up here and check this out another day. And it's a pretty neat place to go. Right now I'm shooting footage to try to do some multi-cam editing, and like I said, this is not a how-to video. This is what I did video, right? Now let some cool air in here. A lot of bumps in the road. Keep us hot rodders in check. And speed's only 25 miles an hour down through here. And here's a trail crossing, nobody crossing the trail. But there's some rocks and big old boulders and stuff out in the woods. I don't know if you can see them. That's pretty nice. But of course, this is a pretty nice place to go if you're going hiking. Now they got picnic tables everywhere. And I hope this experiment's going all right. To get this synced up, it's going to be the trick. You know, I've tried doing it with two different types of cameras and it hasn't worked. I've tried doing it by recording sound and then shooting the camera and doing it, and I couldn't get it to do it too well. That's what one of the videos that I did, you know, over the bike rally, bike fest in Hot Springs, you know, where you see me taking off down the street, where I recorded the audio onto my phone, then tried to sync it up with my Insta360 camera, and that didn't work. Now I tried to do something with my new GoPro, which is on the helmet, the one I purchased, and along with the Insta360 camera, and I couldn't get it to sync up. And it might, I'm not really, you know, sure why, but it might be is because they, you know, the framing wasn't quite right. I don't know, but I couldn't get it to sync up there either. But now I got two GoPros that are set at exactly the same settings, so we shall see what happens. The only thing is, I don't get enough audio of me talking on that GoPro that's on the front of the bike, you know, to match up with the back. But I've done some things to try to put sound cues onto the video by beeping my horn, you know, like this, and to try to get it to do the audio sync up. It might not be able to. I might have to do it manually. We shall see when we get when I get onto the computer and try to sync it up. And I'm going to repeat myself, this is not a how-to video, but it's what I did video. You're going to see the final results, not the process of me doing it. Down in the descriptions, I will put some links to some people that teach how to do what I'm trying to do, that are a whole lot better and have more expertise than I do on using DaVinci Resolve and they will be able to explain the steps, the shortcuts, and the process a whole lot better than I can. But I'm sharing this part of my life with you, you know, that this is something I'm learning how to do. You know, as an old man, 67 years old, trying to learn something new that I have never done before, and it should be pretty neat going. But we shall see, right? Right. But anyways, if you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to share the video and subscribe.